really traveling all around the world constantly. So this real world adoption of stablecoins, what are you seeing so far?
It's a major theme. Last year we talked about how the industry needed to move from the speculative value phase of crypto to the utility value phase of crypto. And when you think about utility and crypto, stablecoins is the one thing that really jumps out. And actually we've seen that in the data. We've seen that you've had a kind of decoupling of the amount of stablecoin transactions versus sort of the trading transactions. And that reflects the fact that stablecoins are playing a bigger and bigger role in cross-border payments, in peer-to-peer payments, in novel forms of SME financing and commerce. They're playing a role in this emerging tokenization of real-world assets. And so real-world utility, where you have real-world currency that's digitized, tokenized. So in some ways, USDC is a tokenized real-world asset, the real-world asset being dollars. So that utility is definitely happening. But it's not just with stablecoins, it's also Web3 as a technology more generally. We're seeing so many different types of consumer internet companies, Web2 companies, traditional fintech companies wading into the space right now.
We'll get to some of those other themes in a moment, but I think for people that are outside the crypto field, it can be quite difficult to sort of understand those applications. So is there just one example perhaps that you could use to highlight what you're seeing?
Sure, absolutely. A couple of great examples. I'll give you one. So actually, we just recently announced a partnership with a company called Mercado Libre and Mercado Pago. Mercado Libre is like the Amazon of Latin America, and Mercado Pago is the fintech division of that. And they're introducing our stablecoin, USDC, to their users in their key markets. And the utility there is that in Latin America, people want access to digital dollars. They want to hold value in dollars, and so the utility is holding a currency that is not, in fact, a depreciating currency. But it's also the utility that comes from that, which is cross-border settlements, remittances, moving value in and out of these markets in a very efficient way, using the internet as the medium of exchange, as opposed to the legacy banking system.
Okay. What about what you're seeing in Singapore? Because I know you have an announcement as well around what you're doing with Grab in this space.
Yeah, we're really excited to be announcing today a partnership with Grab, obviously a tremendously successful consumer internet company here in Southeast Asia. And the partnership starts with a pilot here in Singapore, where they're using our Web3 services, which is our technology platform for bringing Web3 technology into consumer internet applications. They're using that to introduce blockchain-based wallet, the Web3 wallet. It's now available in the Grab app, and it provides a way to access unique offers, rewards, NFT-based vouchers. And this is actually something that's built off of what's called Project Orchid from the MAS here in Singapore. This idea of purpose-bound money, where you can have money that's bound to a specific purpose, and it's sort of executing on that vision that MAS laid out. And we're really excited about the partnership and being able to have them build on a completely new platform stack that we introduced. To have such an important flagship company doing that is a huge win, and it's an indicator of new types of user experiences that are becoming possible with Web3 that really, prior to technology like this, was not easily accessible to people.
Let's talk about the regulatory aspect, because uncertainty has really been also one of the hallmarks of the crypto industry this year. But when you take a look at what's happening in the stablecoin space, perhaps you're seeing a little bit more progression there, because we were just discussing earlier that stablecoin bill that's now moved from the Financial Services Committee to the House, and there's going to be some debate this fall. What are you sort of expecting toward the end of this year?
Yeah, I mean, as noted, stablecoin policy is sort of advancing everywhere in the world, but all eyes are on the United States because dollar stablecoins remain the most prevalent form of stablecoins in the world. The Payment Stablecoin Act, I think, is a major step towards regulatory clarity for dollar stablecoins. There are still some open questions about the role of the Fed versus the role of states. It's kind of a key dividing line between parts of the administration and Congress. But I think everyone, from both parties to leadership in the administration, want to see this done. I think the Fed wants to see this done because this is a powerful new way for dollars to be competitive in the global financial system. And so the impetus is there. I think we'll see, a bill emerge in the Senate, and we'll try and see the Senate and House, bills ultimately reconciled, and hopefully we can get something onto President Biden's desk later this year.